Want to attract and enroll more clients? I've got you covered. Watch this short video with some of my best tips and insights to help you take your client acquisition to the next level so you can enroll more clients with more consistency into your coaching business. Enjoy. How do I get more clients? That's the number one question health experts come to me asking and wanting a solution to. It's a loaded question, but I'm going to simplify it for you with really two main paths. You have the free path and you have the paid path. Think of it like this. Biking is the free path. Driving a supercar is the faster path. So when we talk about the free path, let's talk about posting on a blog, on social media, creating videos on YouTube, social media, etc., and putting that stuff out there, hoping organically and through some type of virality, your stuff is going to get picked up. You can certainly do that. I actually built my first 7-figure business on that model, but here's the thing, it took me 7 years to make my first $1 million. Now, let me contrast that with the second method, which is the paid method, where in this case, we're saying we want to get traction faster, and we know that most platforms are not showing our stuff to most people. So we're going to pay to play, and we're going to amplify the message with money. So $20, $50, $100 a day, whatever it is. And now you can take that same content and show it to more people, which means you get more coming in terms of eyeballs, leads, prospects, clients, and money. And therefore you can achieve 5 to 7 years of results in about, a fraction of the time. So the only risk here is that if you don't know what you're doing with paid traffic, you're going to lose your shirt. So don't do paid traffic unless you work with us or someone who knows what they're doing on the paid traffic side. But just by contrast, it took me 7 years to make my first $1 million on the free organic side. It took us just over 7 weeks to make our next $1 million in the paid traffic side of things. So those are the only two ways we can drive traffic. Obviously there's nuances within those, but the key is to understand which one makes the most sense for you. And it's like, if you want to go faster, you'll take the supercar. If you want to go slower, you're just gonna have to pedal really hard. Let me show you 3 ways to ensure your clients who enroll with you don't refund. So number one is we have to understand that what happens to people when they make a decision to purchase something. If you look here at this process we call the happy client, initially people have this sense of excitement, but there's also buyer's remorse, like did I make the wrong decision? And we have to counteract that as soon as possible. So the first thing you're gonna do when you enroll a client is you're gonna pick up your phone and you're gonna send them a welcome video text. Hey Yuri, it's Yuri, super excited to work with you. Even if you just enrolled them on the phone, send them a video text. It's massive. Number 2 is make sure you schedule an onboarding call as quickly as possible, within 1 to 2 days at the very most. The longer people have before they start with you, the more that buyer's remorse and thinking of how this is not going to work is going to kick in. So get them in, get them onboarded as fast as possible. And third, with your automation emails, welcome emails, etc., include social proof from other clients and their wins to reinforce the decision the client has just made. They're like, yes, I made the right decision. Other people have won. I'm in the right place. Do those 3 things and you will have close to a 0% refund rate. And there's one more thing. Just make sure what you're offering people is amazing. So I get asked all the time, Yuri, how do I get more committed clients? Well, let me read you something from a 1960 study in the Journal of Abnormal and Social Psychology. People who go through a great deal of trouble or pain to attain something tend to value it more highly than people who attain the same thing with a minimum amount of effort. Makes sense, right? We value things that we have more effort. We pay attention when we pay more. When we pay more in terms of effort, not just money. So what does this mean for your coaching business? Well, there's a very big difference by offering somebody a 1-page cheat sheet that they may never even download versus having them watch a 60-minute presentation online. Another thing to consider is just in general is have people jump through hoops before they can even work with you. So in our case, no one speaks with us until they've watched our 60-minute masterclass, then they've filled out an application to speak with us. Then if they don't even respond to our communication to them before the call, we're not having the call. And only once they have responded do we conduct the call as it's scheduled on the calendar. So the key here is get people to jump through hoops if you're looking for more committed clients. The more they do in the process before they speak with you, the more committed they'll be through the process when they work with you. So a client was asking me yesterday, Yuri, what do I do with my clients once they've finished the initial coaching program? So in their case, it's a 3-month program and they're coming to the end of it. What do they do? There's 2 things you can do. So number 1 is think about what people are paying you. So if they're paying, let's say $1,000 a month for 3 months, you can do more of the same at a discount for a longer period of time. So you can turn that 3 months into a 12-month extension, let's say at $500 a month, which gives you $6,000 over a 12-month period. So the client pays less per month, but they pay you more for a longer period of time for more of the same. More access, community, all that good stuff to keep them accountable so they don't lose the results they've gained. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is a premium priced mastermind-like option where they have more access to you, next level stuff, and maybe there's some in-person retreats if you wanted to. So that'd be a more exclusive, smaller group, higher price point, and again, for a 12-month plus period. But the most important to think about with this is what's the next problem they're going to run into. So in our case, we help our clients get clients. And then the next problem they're going to have is, I have too many clients. What do I do? So there's another problem that we help them serve in our Luminaries Mastermind. In your case, what's the next problem? So maybe it's, I want to lose weight, but the next problem might be, or the next desire might be, now I want to get a 6-pack. So if you can build the next desire or the next resolution to the problem in the extension or the next level program, you create more vision for those clients to stay with you and renew to keep going. And it's better for your business and it's better for their results. Okay, coaches, here's one question to include on your applications when people are booking a call to speak with you that is going to ensure you speak with the right people. Here it is. Is this an important enough priority that you can allocate or find the financial resources towards the solution? And the 2 answers are yes or no. If they say no, you cancel the call because what they're telling you no, but they don't even have any context about what the price could be. It could be $10, it could be $10,000, but they're so closed-minded, they're saying no, and what else are you supposed to do there? If the person says yes, then at least we have them 1 foot in the door. They don't know exactly what the price is necessarily, but at least they're open-minded enough to be willing to find a way resourcefully to come up with the money to be able to pay you. Again, it could be $10, it could be $100, it could be $1,000, $10,000. We don't know. But that's the one question. It's the simplest filter you can have on your application to weed away tire kickers and allow the right people to move forward to speaking with you. So should you charge for your discovery calls? Good question. Here's my take on this. Build your coaching business for flow and then add friction in once you have that flow. So starting off, do the minimal to get people to book a call with you. Now, in our case, we run a perfect client pipeline. So people come from a traffic source, they watch a webinar, they apply to speak with us, and it's the same thing we do with our clients. Now, in that process, you want to reduce the amount of friction people have to booking a call with you, because if you have too much friction, i.e. charging for a call, you'll probably have few calls booked. So I would recommend have minimal amounts of friction, fill up your calendar, have those calls, see what you like, see what you don't like, and use that to feed back into your marketing to attract better people through your pipeline. However, if you are massively slammed, you have no time at all in your calendar, then you can increase the criteria in which people have to jump through hoops, could be the questions on your application, or potentially charging for a discovery call, so that very few people book a call, but those who do are much more likely to take the next step with you. But in general, I would only recommend charging for a discovery call after you've had dozens upon dozens upon dozens with lower friction, so you can learn from those calls to better inform your marketing. And then when you have your calendar overflowing with calls, then add in more friction, possibly charging for that call if you want. Most of our clients don't, a very small percentage do, and both can work.